everyone. Welcome to the School District of Manatee County regular meeting for April 4th, 2026. This meeting is called to order at exactly 10 a.m. We start by reading our district vision, and this time around it is Mr. Kennedy, if you will.
I forgot that. Does anyone have the vision?
Yes.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Auspicious start here. Okay. The School District of Manatee County will be an exemplary student-focused school system that develops lifelong learners to be globally competitive. And if you could please join me for a moment of silence to start the meeting. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Madam Chair, back to you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Kennedy. And as typical, we start our meetings also with the Pledge of Allegiance, and we do that with a veteran, and I will turn that over to Superintendent.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Excuse me. Today we are honored to recognize and welcome United States Air Force veteran Kevin Fennell to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance. Kevin served 20 years in the U.S. Air Force and earned the rank of Technical Sergeant. He was stationed at Travis, Wright, Pat, and Tyndall Air Bases. He was also deployed twice for Operation Southern Watch. During his military service, Kevin earned the Air Force Commendation Medal with 2 oak leaf clusters and an Achievement Medal with 3 oak leaf clusters. Today, Kevin continues his public service in the Finance Department, and we are so grateful for him to be a team member. Please join me in thanking Mr. Fennell for his service to our nation and our organization, and in welcoming him to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Maybe Steve.
And thank you so much for your service. We so appreciate you. This is a gift from Honorable Congressman Vern Buchanan. It's flown over the Capitol, and it's our gift to you. So thank you so very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. I think that's such a nice touch for our board meetings to have that opportunity to be grateful for those who have served in our country and now in our district. Item number 5, approval of the agenda. The chair has found good cause to amend the agenda to include all items under agenda amendments on August 4th, 2026, and updated July 31st, 2026, and again on August 3rd, 2026. Presentations that we updated were item number 9.1, we added a writer to, 9.1, we added a website. 10.4, we added a writer to the contract with Centerstone, and 14.3, we added consortium dues. So those are the items that we amended. Looking for a motion to accept the agenda as amended.
So moved.
Second.
And Mr. Kennedy was the motion.
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Choate was the second. Is there anyone to speak? I don't see anyone. And that will pass with a 5-0, I believe. We're waiting on Ms. Felton. Thank you, Ms. Felton.
It was just not clicking.
It's all right. We'll get there. Okay. Thank you, board, for that. Item number 6 is the approval of the minutes. Superintendent.
The superintendent recommends approval of the minutes of the July 14, 2026 school board workshop.
So moved.
I'll second.
A motion by Mr. Kennedy, second by Ms. Felton. I don't see any members lit up to speak. And that will pass 5-0. That takes us on to one of our favorite parts of our meeting, item number 7, student celebration. Ms. Carson.
Good morning, Chair, Vice Chair, School Board Members, Superintendent. We have the privilege today of recognizing outstanding individuals and teams whose work continues to generate positive momentum throughout our school district. Starting off, our first recognition today is for an educator who never misses a beat, and when it comes to creating opportunities for our students. Mr. Cliff Dawson, the Director of Bands for Braden River High School and our school district's Manatee County's Educator of the Year, was recently recognized at the statewide level by the Florida Department of Education. He received the Consortium Florida Education Foundation's prestigious Invested in Excellence Award, which was presented in partnership with the Florida Power and Light Company. Along with this distinguished honor, he received a 2000 award recognizing his outstanding contributions to education. At this time, I'd like to invite Mr. Dawson up here for his recognition. The mic is yours, sir.
Oh my gosh. Well, I didn't come prepared, but I wanted to say thank you and appreciate your being here. And you're sneaky, by the way. For those of you that didn't know, it was actually kind of funny that night when that award was happening. I had no idea it was occurring. My wife was sitting next to me, and I see her and Dr. Breslin kind of having a little chat. My wife takes out her phone with a picture with a camera, and I'm like, what's going on? And then this all happened. So unexpected completely. So, but a high honor and a high award. And on behalf of myself, I wanted to say thank you for supporting education. I was just telling one of my vice principals that are here today, and on behalf of my administration, thank you for being here today. It's just kind of like a meant to be moment. Okay? For you, you don't know this, but in that picture right there, which has been hanging up here for a while, it's a picture from the 2017 Braden River High School Marching Band of Pirates performing, and I'm actually in that picture. I was here with my band from, I was in Pinellas County at the time, and I brought my program. I'm sitting just behind his left hip in a white shirt. I brought my program here, and I was watching that band. So I remember the first time I was in here, I saw it, I was like, wait a second, that's, oh my God. So it's actually meant to be. But I come back re-engaged and refreshed after having attended the teacher lead conference, and I'm ready to speak on behalf of all teachers in the county and do what I can to help bolster and reinforce recruitment and retention in this county and make sure that Manatee County continues to be on the forward trajectory in leading the state in what we do. So thank you again for the recognition, and I look forward to serving as a voice. Thank you.
Thank you.
Wonderful.
Mr. Dawson, before you go, I did lean over to his wife and said, you might want to get your phone out. She said, why? I go, just get your phone out. Because I knew ahead of time that you were being recognized by the Florida Consortium. And it cannot be understated what a huge award this is. I mean, you have a ballroom filled with probably 800 people, and only a handful of teachers in the state recognized, and our teacher was one of them for really what he does day in, day out, and runs a phenomenal program. I've had the pleasure of listening to his students play, and it truly is a talent that you bring. And I'm so excited that you're willing to speak for teachers. You spoke at the new teacher orientation, and it was felt by all of us in the room, the power of your words. So congratulations to you, and we're honored to have you working in our district.
Mm-hmm. Did you want a picture? Did you want
You
a
want a photo?
Yeah, of course.
Probably should do a photo.
We want the administration to come on down. They'll thank me later for that.
Last days of summer.
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe YouTube a little, and then YouTube a little. No, this way. I just want to make sure I get chair spray in there.
Sorry.
Beautiful, thank you.
Thank you.
Our next recognition highlights a team effort that deserves a standing ovation on its own. A few months ago, we were proud to share that our school district earned statewide recognition for the STEM and school choice showcases. And just a few weeks ago, we learned that this same event received national recognition from the National School Public Relations Association. The STEM and school showcases were so much more than an event. It was a district-wide effort of bringing together schools, departments, community partners, families to showcase innovation, opportunity, and student success. This award, that's a national award, recognizes and puts a spotlight on the collaborations of our school district at its finest. The success of this event demonstrated how seamlessly our teams can work together And I'd like to take a moment, while I can't list every single individual that was involved, I would like to share a few names to highlight for recognition. I'd like to mention that a few of these individuals were unable to be here today because they are diligently already working and preparing for our back to school. But we do have a photo of them if we could put that up now. Thank you. I'd like to acknowledge Lynn Johnston, Allison Nichols, Tiffany Spradling, and their teams. Also, individuals that are here today, I'd like to ask them to come up for recognition. Lisa Taylor, my partner in pink today. Sandra Marinas, Chrissy Cavanaugh, and Jamara Clark. Also, I want to provide recognition for the Donovan Group. They have been incredible partners for us, and unfortunately, they were not able to be here today. So I'd like to have them come up and just be recognized for this national recognition. Thank you. And we'd like to do a yes.
Photo, yeah.
I was wondering where it was, so I was trying to play really cool. This is interesting. It's a small but mighty award that we received at the national level.
Love it.
Compared to the state award, Florida goes way big. But this is the award that we received, and we actually had Lisa Taylor and Chrissy Cavanaugh from Kevin's team who were there at the national conference to accept on our behalf of the school district. So I'd like for them to have a photo.
Absolutely. Always.
Good, good, thank you.
And the green one.
At this time, I'd actually like to call up my partner in pink again, Miss Lisa Taylor, so that she can bring to you our next recognition.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Who's ready for the back to school jam?
Yeah.
Let's go. Just got my tickets.
Go.
Should be good.
The mighty muscles.
That should be playing. The slides. Yeah.
There we go.
Sorry. All right, this event is a true example of organization-wide teamwork. Employees from across the district, community organizations, volunteers and sponsors, and local businesses all come together, helping students and families start the school year strong. So these are some amazing photos from last year's Back to School Jam. We are projected, or not projected, we do have over 1,500 supply-filled book bags ready to go for the students at the Back to School Jam. Next slide. These are some of our marketing materials used that has been able to ensure that we are going to have at least 4,000 attendees at this year's Back to School Jam. Our goal is to give every child a supply-filled book bag, but while supplies last for those who attend, but we'll see how it goes. And the next one. So this is a sponsor-driven event. Last year we had 5 sponsors. This year we have 22 sponsors and have raised $50,000 in funds to support this event. We have 36. This shows 36. We're at about 39 community partners right now that will be in attendance, giving out their swag items and school supplies also to those kids. And there will be a fireworks show at the very end. So we encourage everyone to stay the whole game, have a free meal, hot dogs, chips, and a drink, and stay for the fireworks show. And then we just wanted to highlight some of our sponsors and community partners and thank them for their efforts. There's quite a wide range of sponsors that have come together. Team effort for the sponsorships for sure, and building those relationships so we can have a free evening of fun paid for by those individuals. And the next one highlights a lot of those individuals.
Wow,
So.
that's awesome.
And then I just wanted to say thanks to the generosity of our sponsors and supporters, families will receive thousands of backpacks and school supplies, along with free admission, free meals, free game tickets. This is truly a grand slam for students and families across Manatee County. Thank you, Jamie.
We got her pun in.
She's got to get the pun ins even when she's not up here. But we look forward to a great night at the ballpark. So hope to see you guys there.
Definitely will.
Absolutely.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
It's gonna be fun.
Thank you so much.
We do have, I'll ask for my, Carl, if you could, we do have a little promo, if Carl could go to the video. All right, there appears to be a technical issue, so we'll roll with it. That concludes.
There we go.
Thank you. That does conclude our recognitions for today. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Looking forward to being there. It's always a fun-filled, lots of kids, lots of parents, and lots of activities going on with all the different sponsors that are there. Okay, that takes us to item number 8, and I do not have a list or anything on public comment. So we will move on to item number 9, reports and presentations. And I'm guessing who is going to do that part? Mr. Chapman, I'm guessing?
Sure.
Sure.
Thank you, Board Chair. We're blessed today to be joined by our partners, our great partners at the Manatee County government, and especially Commissioner Amanda Ballard and two colleagues that I work closely with in the Government Affairs Office, Brent Anderson and Crosley Jones, and they're going to present on a new exciting program for our students. So I'll give the microphone to the team behind me. So
Thank you so much.
Good morning, Chair Spray, Superintendent Breslin, and school board members. I'm Amanda Ballard, County Commissioner for District 2, and I'm so excited to be here with you today to present a wonderful partnership between the county and the school district, as well as some of our constitutional officers. So Model Manatee is going to be a truly fantastic partnership and local practical civics education program for 11th and 12th grade students here in Manatee County. So this is something that some other counties in Florida are doing right now, and it really gives an opportunity for kids to see a hands-on perspective of what county government actually looks like and what it does. And I will say from my perspective, this is something that has been sorely lacking in education. I think oftentimes kids get a pretty good civics education when it comes to federal government, even some state government, but really local government, people are kind of left to figure it out on their own at the college age or in their 20s. And this really gives the opportunity for us to encourage that civic engagement at the local level, help our young people to understand what local government does, open up ideas for potential jobs in the future, and also to encourage civic responsibility and engagement in our young people. So why are we doing this? I think I've already given a little bit of a few reasons why this is a really fantastic opportunity. But this is going to build the next generation of civic leaders for Manatee County and beyond, frankly. Because as I said, this is just not something that I think as a whole this country does well, is help young people to understand what local government does. I love the opportunity for young people to build those leadership skills, those public speaking skills, understand Robert's rules, which a lot of us had to learn on the fly once elected. So I think that this really is going to provide so many amazing hands-on opportunities for our students. And I think I'm going to turn it over to Brent, who's going to give us some of the nuts and bolts.
Thank you, Commissioner. It's hard to follow Commissioner Ballard. I'm not going to be as strong-worded and as well put as she did, but I'm going to try my best. So, who can participate? This is a question we've actually already started to receive. We did a social post last week to already start getting the word out there. Any student who has finished 10th grade, whether they're in public school, charter school, private school, or homeschool, that lives in Manatee County can participate. And so we opened it up to that wide group of students to not exclude anyone who is interested in this program. And it's important, too, with this being the first year, that we don't start carving out groups already when we don't know the level of interest that we're going to have. So we're excited to hear from all communities and all types of students and figure out where they can fit. So how they get there is there's a website on this page, and we have it on a couple more slides, and when Crosley gets to the application point, he'll mention it too. But to apply, they go to mymanatee.org/model manatee, and they fill out, there's an application form online, they fill that out, and then they'll get an email with a couple extra documents that we need, one being a parent guardian's signature if they're under the age of 18, and then some short answer questions that can kind of differentiate the students as we get to the selection process and things like that. Program experience. I wish this program existed when I was in high school. This sounds incredible. So we really got the inspiration from Commissioner Ballard, who learned and knew that it was happening down in Charlotte County. And so we dove in, we've met with Charlotte County. We're kind of modeling it a little bit after theirs. But basically, this program, the beginning is going to be educational. So it's going to be, like Commissioner Ballard said, what's Robert's Rules of Order? What does the county do? We're going to have one of our deputy county administrators there explaining all the different departments of the government. We're going to have someone from the county commission there to explain how the county commission works, what their job is like. I'm going to do kind of a general process of how board meetings function. That's day one. Day two of the class is going to dive into all the constitutionals. So we have all 5 constitutional offices are going to be coming there, explaining what their job does. So even if we're not bringing, if maybe we're not showing the next county commissioner what the opportunities are, but maybe they're going to find out that, oh, maybe I want to be a sheriff, or maybe I want to be a tax collector. You never know. So it's going to be a really cool educational process, and then we're going to start taking them to meetings. We're going to take them to a county commission workshop. We're going to take them to a county commission meeting. We're going to bring them to a school board meeting, which, real quick, Kevin has been incredible helping us get all this set up. So working with him on having them come here to a school board meeting. And one of the big parts about the program experience, too, is all this great stuff we're doing that ends with them being a mock county commission. So we're going to have 7 elected county commissioners from the class. We're going to have each constitutional, hopefully, as well, come up and present and basically see what it's like to make those big decisions. But in making the schedule to get there, one thing we worked with the school board on too is making sure they're not missing a ton of class. So whenever we're able to, we've actually scheduled them from 4 p.m. later. So it'll be after school. Some we obviously can't change, like our commission meetings are at 9 a.m. So they're going to have to miss half days and things like that. But for the most part, whenever we were able to schedule them after school, which is
Right, I have a question for you.
Mm-hmm.
So in the mock commission session, are we asking for public commenters so they really get the
We-
feeling?
Experience.
we have a long list of staff that is signed up to be public comment. So
Awesome.
So it'll be
Very
fun.
good, very good.
Crosley, for example, is going to be the mock county administrator. So we're going to try to have some of our younger staff be the more formal staff positions as well. And I think it's going to be a really great experience.
Oh, yeah.
That sounds great.
It does.
This is the program schedule. I kind of hit on a lot of this. but this is kind of it visually going through, ending with that mock commission meeting and then a graduation. For the graduation, as we kind of get closer to that, we'll of course send out invites and stuff if y'all want to participate and things like that. And the school board meeting obviously will be here, so we'd love your all's participation in that. And the mock commission meeting, we're still working out all who can kind of be invited and not break sunshine laws, but still not have it as a public meeting. So we're working through a lot with that. But if we're able to invite you all, we will invite you all to that as well.
Mr. Choate, did you have a question?
Yeah, just you mentioned it could wait to the end. I'm sorry, but
Okay, that's fine.
since we're here, how many students are you looking for? Did you say that?
So we haven't, but 12 gets us to 7 commissioners in all the constitutionals.
Okay.
If we have a lot of interest and maybe we have 17 really great candidates, we're not gonna send anyone away if they're qualified. We actually have a running list of additional positions. We can have them to participate in that mock commission meeting. Now, if we get like 50 individuals interested, we might have to kind of select it down a little bit. But our goal to hit is 12. If we're a little over, that could be really great too.
Awesome. And then just last thing, when the app, it's maybe ahead of the slide deck, but application selection and that sort of thing, I definitely think Leadership Manatee, Junior Leadership Manatee is definitely one to reach out to. Obviously, they're getting applicants, and so there may be students at Cross that are doing both Leadership Manatee and this. So just a suggestion.
That's a great idea. Thank you.
That's it.
I'm now going to send it over to Crosley.
So here we have 2 of our sample agendas from 2 of our meetings. The first one on the left is for the second meeting, hearing from the constitutionals. Those that are listed are those that have confirmed they will be there to speak. So obviously having Sheriff Wells, Clerk Colonesso, and Supervisor Farrington and the others will be great to hear from. And then on the right is the broader agenda for the mock commission meeting. We're still ironing out the full agenda that they'll be working off of. But as you can see, we're going to give them a crash course in Robert's Rules and Parliamentary Procedure right before, and then we'll have the commission meeting go for about an hour and a half there from 5 to 6:30.
Which are like typical times for commission meetings, right?
Yeah.
2-hour meeting. Yeah, get it all done.
Totally normal.
Yeah.
I'm glad you brought up applications. So applications, they open August 10th at 8 a.m. and they close the following Friday, August 21st at 3 p.m. The website is mymanatee.org/modelmanatee. The application link, as long as other documents, the eligibility, and all related information is also on that website. Selection criteria includes complete application, so the form they fill out online, as well as the supplemental docs, the parent guardian release form, the teacher administrator letter of recommendation, and the short answer questions will gauge on their interest in civic engagement. And we're also looking for a broader representation of Manatee County. We want to get as many perspectives and ideas included as we can. And we just wanted to thank you all. We wanted to thank Kevin Chapman and Sharon Scarborough for their partnership. They've been instrumental in helping us on your end, getting the word out, getting it organized. Together, we're investing in the next generation of informed, engaged, and community-minded leaders. And we thank you for your partnership. And we're happy to answer any other questions.
Awesome. Okay, I have Ms. Felton.
Good morning. So I'm very excited about this. Having taught high school, you're going to get some great kids. Just the questions that they ask and the things that they want to know about how things work they're great. They just have wonderful questions, and so I'm really looking forward to that. You already answered my question about number of students-ish, which is great. When, with regards to school board meetings, are you also looking at having them come to one of our workshops where we do a lot of the hashing out of what policies we want to do. And so it's just a thought if you're able to fit that in. Because there's a whole lot of discussion and debate that we go into with some of these topics that they might find really interesting particularly when it comes down to, well, why does the school board make us do this? Well, come sit at a meeting and see how we figure that out. So that's an idea to throw out there. And then also, I haven't brought it to the board, so hey, I'm bringing this to the board. I would really, really, really love to have a student school board member, maybe on a rotating basis. So, this might be a good way to spark some interest in that. If you have students that are like, hey, I really want to sit with the school board and help make comments from a student perspective. Dr. Breslin and I have talked about it a couple times, but I just haven't had a chance to bring it to everybody else. So, hey, this is an idea that I would really like to do. There's districts all over the state that do it, that works really well. They have kids that rotate through. This might be a good way to garner some interest in that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thanks.
Mr. Tatum.
Good morning, Commissioner, gentlemen. Great program. I'd like to see more collaboration between the school system and the county in other ways too. So let's just keep this going. That's all I have to say. Thanks for coming.
Mr. Kennedy.
Thank you. Yeah, same. It's this, collaboration. The school board and the commission, to be frank, we've kind of fallen off in our collaborations and even our joint meetings. So I'm really glad that you're, Commissioner Ballard, that you're bringing this to us so we can kind of strengthen those bonds between our two agencies. But yeah, former high school teacher, I taught government, and kids, you're going to get a lot more than 17 kids.
Yeah,
That's what I'm thinking
so,
too.
yeah, be ready, because you're going to have to make some tough decisions, I'm sure. And, and this is, as you were presenting, I'm just thinking through this, and for your model meeting in November, these kids are going to jump into whatever the issues of the day are. So I really think, I'm looking at the time, boy, I'm not sure. These kids are really going to get into it. And is an hour and a half going to be enough time to let them all express themselves? So anyway, I'm really looking forward to, if you need me, I'd be happy to take part. I'm sure we all want to, and Superintendent President
Absolutely.
as well. So, but thanks for bringing this to us.
Yeah, I'm immensely excited about this, and I frankly would love to see this expanded to the point that most 11th and 12th graders could participate, because I do think it's so important. But obviously we can't get out over our skis. This is the first time. We've got to keep it at a manageable number. But I think it's going to be extremely well received and super, super valuable for these students as well as for us.
Right.
And I'll do the final word, I guess, here. Superintendent, when the students are out of class and attending these events, will they still get credit for maybe the civic class?
So when they miss class, it would be just like any field trip experience. They would have the field trip form, follow the procedures, and it is a learning experience, and we encourage those extension activities.
Okay. Secondly, to all of you, I just spoke about mentoring yesterday, about mentoring with our manufacturers, our government agencies, the sheriff, the county, hospitals, if somebody wants to go into a medical field. Our high school students is the future. Pull them out, take them to a lab. If they want to be a phlebotomist, take them to a lab, let them learn what that practice is, that you're going to be wearing gloves from the moment you walk in to the moment you walk out. In manufacturing, I was a high school mentor, and in our plant we had mentors in different departments. We had them working in the office with administrative. We had them working on the floor in production. We had them in logistics, and we had them in maintenance with me. So some stayed, some went on to do other things. One actually went on to be a very productive and talented jeweler because of some of the things that he learned in working with metals in the maintenance department. So I think this could be expanded beyond government. It could go on to city, with the mayors and with the police chiefs as well, because it's going to give them an inside view of how things operate beyond the classroom. So I think this is wonderful. I'm looking forward to seeing how many kids do sign up for this. I think it's going to be a lot more than you think. So it might come down, I don't know if it's going to be principal recommendations or just anybody gets to apply. I don't know, but can't do principal recommendation because it's open to even private and homeschoolers. So you're going to have a very hard time here, I think. So
I think so.
I'm
too.
like more the merrier, but we can't accommodate, 500 at the same time. So, but it's all going to be wonderful, I think, and I'm glad you're bringing this forward. And I don't know, I think we've had conversations before about mentoring, and this is just another layer
Yeah.
of that we're going to bring to our community. So
Yeah.
thank you all for taking the time to do this. I know it's going to be a challenge logistically and scheduling and all of that, but I think you're going to have a lot of turnout.
And Chair Spray, when you brought up the mentoring and kind of internships aspect, I did want to add that we do an internship program through the county every summer. Typically, that's been open only to college students. This year, for the first time, we actually did a pilot program with high school students, and it was actually immensely successful. And so I am pushing really hard to have that expanded for next summer so that we can really include a lot more of our high school students, get them involved in departments within the county, help them to understand what opportunities are really available in local government. And I will say that the departments that work with these high school students were very pleasantly surprised at the quality of interns that they had, and I think departments will be really excited to take more on next summer.
Okay. And I have Mr. Kennedy.
Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot
You
to.
done? That's all right. That's
Madam
okay.
Chair, may I just?
Yes, you may.
Thank you, Commissioner Ballard, and thank you both for putting this together and presenting it for our students and all the students in this district. We learn as much from our students as they learn from us, and they're really just a value to have when you add their voice to any conversation. So we're just very grateful for your partnership. Thank you.
And real quick, I'm sorry.
Sure.
I'm assuming we're helping get the word out there.
Absolutely.
Different
Mrs. Scarborough's here in the room and has been already working towards
Perfect.
that.
Awesome. I know we don't do a lot of robocalls and stuff, so we could potentially do some robocalls. That was a joke. We do a lot of robocalls.
We have a few going out this
I don't know
week,
if anyone
Mr.
wants to
Choate. I
laugh
don't-
at that.
Too soon.
And I'm sure the county's putting out a lot of information.
I did see it on Facebook, I think.
Yeah.
Good.
So it's all
have
good.
to.
Thank you all very much for coming. Thank you for participating and partnering with the school district in Manatee County. I think things are going well, and they're just going to go up from here. So thank you so much for taking the time. And
Thank
Mr.
you all for having
Chapman
us.
and all of our staff, thank you as well. Appreciate you. And while we reset, item number 10. Item number 10 is consent items. Superintendent.
The superintendent recommends approval of the consent agenda for their school board meeting August 4, 2026.
So move.
Second?
I have a motion by Mr. Choate and a second by Mr. Kennedy for the consent item number 10. I don't see any board members requesting to speak. And that passes 5-0. I still don't have anyone signed up for public comment for any other items. So we're on to item number 12, new business, which there are none. And we are on to item 13. Superintendent.
Yes, ma'am. The superintendent recommends approval of proclamations for the 2026-2027 school year. And Mr. Chapman is here if we want to hear any additional details on that, but this has been a conversation that we've had with the board on a few occasions.
Mr. Chapman, do you want to come up and explain, please?
Board Chair. We discussed, the school board discussed proclamations at a recent board workshop, and you all decided that it would be best to put all of next year's proclamations on this board meeting so that they get approved before the school year starts. So these are historically the proclamations that the school board has approved, and they should be in timeline order. And so I know Board Member Kennedy had a few edits on the Hispanic Heritage Month proclamations. You'll see those edits in there. That's coming up here on starting on September 15th. So we'll have a nice celebration of that per our state education standards. And we'll have that at your September board meeting in time for that celebration, and then we'll put them on the board agendas as such: Red Ribbon Week, Holocaust Education Week, Black History Month, and Farm City Week. So those are the historical proclamations. So what you see in front of you are those for the 26-27 school year.
Okay. Ms. Felton.
I just want to thank you very much for putting all of this together. Obviously, this is something I have been bringing up frequently since February of 25. And I'm glad that the board is generally in consensus on this and that this is going to go forward. It means a lot to me, and so I just want to thank you for all your work on that and thank the board for agreeing to go forward.
Okay. I don't see any other board members requesting to speak. So I will look for the motion.
So move.
Second?
I have a motion by Mr. Choate and a second by Mr. Kennedy. And that will pass 4-1 with Mr. Tatum abstaining. Okay,
I voted no.
right.
I thought
You voted no, it says okay.
Did I click the wrong
It's-
button?
Wait,
You're
sorry.
good. No, it's 4-1.
You're right.
It's a no.
Is it 4-1 with Mr. Tatum voting? No, okay, that's fine. Okay. Item number, takes us to item number 14, which is no superintendent recommendation. Approval to expense associated with the school board members attending Greater Florida Consortium of School Boards Legislative Meeting on September 16th through 18th in Miami. That will be me. I am going down to represent the board, so the board can enjoy the next item. So I am looking for a motion for that item.
So moved.
I will second.
I have a motion by Mr. Kennedy, a second by Ms. Felton, with no speakers led up to, or no board members led up to speak on that item. And that will pass 5-0. Thank you, board, on that. Item 14.2, travel expenses for the school board members to attend the 2026 Manatee Chamber of Commerce retreat, not to exceed $8,600. Those are the other board members that get to enjoy that, and I do believe that the district does a great presentation along with other community businesses here locally. It's a great way to interact with all of our partners that were even listed in the presentation we just had. So I'm looking for a motion and a second on that item.
I will move.
Second?
A motion by Ms. Felton, a second by Mr. Kennedy. And I have no board members requesting to speak on that item. And that will pass with a 5-0, I'm pretty sure. I'm waiting on Mr. Tatum.
Did I
Nope.
vote?
It's,
Oh, I thought I clicked it. There we go.
there we go.
Oh, Ms. Felton, I'm sorry, it's Ms.
Yeah,
Felton.
it was,
Guilty.
again,
It's all right. All
whenever
good.
I'm the last one, it's slow.
That's okay, and that passes 5-0. Item number 3, passing right through here, is for the Greater Florida Consortium of School Boards annual membership dues. that was added once I got that invoice. And that's the business meeting I'll be attending in Miami as well. So looking for a motion to approve that item.
So moved.
I will second.
And I don't see members let up to comment. So we will go on with that vote. And I can't remember what the due amount was.
5,000.
5,000, okay. And that will pass 5-0. Wow, we're going right along here. There are no other public commenters that I've been made aware of. And we're going right into instructional update. I think this is going to be a record. Go for it, Mr. Derek Jensen, Deputy Superintendent.
Thank you very much, Chair Spray, board members, Superintendent Breslin. Happy to be here with you on the final board meeting before we begin back to school with students. As you know, our teachers are back at school this week, engaging in professional learning, preparing their classrooms to receive students this coming Monday. But you know also that for many of our teachers, the hard work has been happening all summer, whether it's been teaching summer school, planning, redesigning coursework for next year, and engaging in professional learning like we had last week. Last week we had our new teacher, new educator conference going on Monday and Tuesday of last week. We had 266 new teachers participating in that conference. It was a wonderful event. And then we also had our Wednesday, Thursday, our summer refresh conference for all teachers throughout the district to engage in professional learning. And we had a record number of attendees, 989 teachers during those 2 days of professional learning. So I just want to thank all of the district teams that prepared the professional learning, put on the event, Allison Nichols, Tiffany Spradling, our curriculum teams, but really directors across all departments. Most importantly, I want to thank our teachers for investing in themselves and investing in their students and putting in the extra time to support student learning. For high school updates, in addition to Veterans Elementary and Rye Ranch Elementary, which you may hear more about from Mr. Clark here in a second, which open their doors to students next week, Rangeland High is under construction to open in August of 2027 and is currently under construction. Surveys are going to go out to the Rangeland community this week to start getting insight and community feedback about creating their purpose statement as a school, as well as starting the process to establish a mascot. Mr. Dahlquist is hard at work preparing our next high school, and updates will be coming to you on a regular basis on its progress. Also, our high school fall sports begin the second week of school with preseason games for volleyball and football, and we'll be updating the district athletic calendar on the website with all of our sports schedules coming soon. And we also had band camps. While all this professional development was going, we saw students in their band camps going around campuses. They finished within the past 2 weeks, and we're excited to see their amazing performances at halftime shows and in their competitions throughout the school year. I also had the pleasure, preparing for the new school year isn't just a school district function. We have, as you know, an amazing amount of community support for our families and our students in our schools. And I had the privilege on Saturday of attending the Day of Hope at First Baptist Church Palmetto, where we had just an incredible support structure for families in that community. Greeting me at the door was Mayor West, Pam Hahn, who's the founder of these amazing events. And then I got to walk around the event with the principal of Palmetto Elementary, Billy Joe Fintel, and really we got to see the incredible amount of support. I mean, they had areas where families were getting medical checkups, dental checkups, haircuts, groceries, school supplies, gift cards to go back to school shopping, and so much more. And in talking to the team there, they've put on 17 events this year, and more than 2,300 students were served through these events at churches in the community to prepare students for back to school. So it was a really inspiring event, and I really appreciated the invitation to come see the amazing work they're doing for our students and families. And finally, in closing, I just want to wish our students, families, teachers, and school leaders a wonderful first week of school. All of our district administrators spend the first day out at schools with our school leaders, teachers, and students, and so I look forward to spending the first day at Palmview K-8 with our first-year principal, Dr. Taylor, there, and her amazing team. So thank you very much.
Awesome. Good things going on out there. Operations.
Yes, ma'am. Good morning, Madam Chair, Vice Chair, board members, Dr. Breslin. Thank you for allowing me to share an update on operations. First off, just want to say a huge thank you to the operations teams and my colleagues' teams in preparing our schools to receive students and staff. We're ready to go, and I'm going to highlight some of those accomplishments here in a second. First off the bat, HR has processed and hired over 400 individuals since May 1st. So over 400 hires. Benefits has processed over 96 retirements. Been almost 3,000 transfers have been processed for the county. And I think we're going to blow past that 3,000 here in a little bit because we have our operations job fair coming up August 20th at Wakeland from 2 to 5 p.m. and then Teacher in Paris on September 4th from 4:30 to 7 p.m. at MTC. Wellness update, we've hired our wellness coach, which is Mrs. Amanda Brady. She has over 10 years experience. Her background includes group fitness instruction, diabetes prevention initiatives, and cancer recovery programs with the YMCA. So we're excited about bringing her on to the team. Food and Nutrition Services completed their summer program on July 31st. We served meals at over 70 locations. As you know, I think I mentioned that the last one, we've served over 227,000 meals this summer. So we kept the community fed, which is very important. Maintenance and operations at the top of the summer, I talked about some of the major projects that we undertook. Painting, we've completed Ballard, Miller, Palmview Elementary, K-8, and Braden River High. I think we just have to finish the principal's office is the last thing we got to do there. So that was, I just talked to him. I think he wants polka dots or something like that. Flooring, we completed Harley, Nolan, Miller, Johnson, Braden River Middle. Over 287,000 square feet of flooring was replaced. Got a message from the principal at Nolan a couple weeks back, wanted me to come out to see his campus because we'd done the flooring, finished the flooring there. Most times I get communication from principal, there's a concern. So when I saw it, I'm like, oh my goodness, there must be something wrong. I went out, walked the site with him. I mean, he walked me through all his classrooms, the media center, the gym. He was so excited. The floors look really, really good. Could almost eat off of them. Not that I would, but they look really nice. And those floors, those were the original floors. The school was built in 2004. We hadn't done anything, so it was time. But it's nice to know they lasted that long as well. Roofing, almost 500,000 square feet of roofing that was done. Bayshore Elementary, Gullet, McNeil, Palmetto High School, all of those. I mention those sites because just want to emphasize, I think we do a great job of making sure we touch all the quadrants in our district. All right, we're out west with hitting schools. Miller was done. Palmview K-8, we were there. Nolan, Palmetto High School. So we're making sure we're servicing all of our areas. We're building new schools, but we're making sure we're not leaving our older schools behind. Last thing is just an update on Rye Ranch and veterans. The staff, teachers moved in this past Saturday. Had a chance to go out to those openings yesterday for the teachers and staff, and those buildings are progressing really well. They'll be in really good shape. They're finishing up with punch lists in each of those schools. So we're ready to go for students on Monday. So thank you.
Thank you so much. Okay. And we go to
No update today.
no
Madam Chair.
update today.
But that's a
All
good
right.
thing.
That is a good thing. And Superintendent,
Yes, ma'am.
a lot to share, I'm sure.
Thank you. I just want to echo again what Mr. Clark was just saying about all the preparedness that's happened over this summer. I've heard from principals, and usually when you hear from a principal and they're calling you about something or emailing you about something, it's something that they need a little help with. And in this case, they were complimenting the work that's happened over this summer, in addition to building 2 elementary schools. So the team has been busy, and you heard the success happening in the instructional division. And of course, last week with Mrs. Sellers' presentation, on what was happening with finance and the positive state of the budget. And then Mr. Chapman and his team's work, not only being recognized nationally, but the Back to School Jam. Other districts don't have this type of event kicking off the school year and handing out at this point over 1,500 backpacks. Mr. Chapman had cabinet stuffing backpacks yesterday with supplies to get them all ready. It's just really an exciting time, and the gears are all turning in the same direction. So don't forget about Back to School Bash. Absolutely, that will be great. We start Monday morning with the bus waves. Got to greet the transportation team last week at Parish Community High School as they came back in. They had an 80s theme going on, but they are ready to escort our students safely to and from campus. And then speaking to and from campus, we put information on our website and working through our executive directors in secondary and Jamie Carson as well on e-bikes and e-scooters. So parents, I'm a mother of a child with an e-scooter as well. Wear the helmet. It is the law. Follow the safety rules. Talk to your students. Don't assume that they understand what the safety rules are and the rules of the road are. Have them practice with you. We want to make sure our students get to campus safely and leave safely as well. It has always been the rule that when you arrive on a school campus that you walk anything that's on wheels, and that continues to be the rule and through sidewalks as well. Just really want to be vigilant about that. And for cars, school zones will be active next week. Buses will be moving. When you see that arm raised, stop for those school buses so we can keep all of our students safe and have a great year. It was great to hear from Mr. Dawson. I'm so pleased that he was recognized by the state, and I'll say the group did an excellent job in choosing him to represent our district last year. Those nominations for teachers will be going out soon for the next Teacher of the Year. We kick it off pretty soon after the start of the year to find the representative for each school, so teachers can look for that, and we can't wait to recognize additional teachers. On the first day of school, I'll be visiting Manatee High School, Samoset Elementary, Braden River Middle School, and Rye Ranch. I've been able to pop into some celebrations we've had at our schools. I was at Miller yesterday celebrating their A. I was at Moody Elementary. They saw huge gains, and the principal's already working towards that next level of growth. And then I'll be at Samoset tomorrow night celebrating the huge victory that they have going on there. And the consent agenda, it was short but mighty this week, but we did approve many items of importance, such as IDEA, the Perkins Grant, 21st Century partnership with Big Brothers Big Sisters. So thank you, board, for your support of the consent item. Our next workshop comes September 1st. We have a packed agenda for that workshop, and you'll hear additional updates on Rangeland. You heard the work about the surveying going out already to the school community to get their voice on important things, such as mascots.
Yeah.
But also on September 1st, you'll hear from the team about the renovations that will occur at Bayshore High School that we're very excited about as well. And then lastly, I just want to thank, and they're not going to enjoy this, but Danielle and Deb, who have been running this meeting and doing all the work behind the scenes to be sure that our board meetings, workshops are ready, with Laura being out. So thank you very much, team. You're such a support to keep us all on track, and we very much appreciate you. And that is all. Thank you.
Thank you, Superintendent. Okay, board comments. We'll have Cho, Felton, Kennedy, Tatum, and then myself.
Thanks. I'll say great meeting. Thank you all for getting the meeting set up and going today. I also want to thank the staff, Kevin, Sharon, for the program in Manatee County. I think it's going to be phenomenal. I really do. I think that's great that obviously we're taking the civics and being part of the community to another level, not just teaching it, but obviously having a program that they can learn from it. So that was great. I can't believe it's already school. Like, I mean, it's unbelievable, right? I was with some teachers the weekend. They're like, "You're kidding me? Like, we're already going back tomorrow, or Monday." And so I can't believe it. I I saw something from the city. I'm taking a little safety thing away from Mr. Tatum, I'm sure, but I saw something from the city posted yesterday from their police department showing the buses stopping and what to do. And hey, if there's no median, you still got to stop, which I see all the time, not stopping. But just be aware, parents out there, but also just the normal public needs to be aware that flashing lights will be back on come Monday morning. Cameras in the city will be back on. And if you don't remember that, you'll get reminded real quick. And just obviously our students will be walking to and from, and so just be aware. And excited about the new year. I think it's gonna be great. Obviously last year was a great year for us in the district. And without our principals and our teachers and our staff and everybody, it wouldn't be possible. So thank you all very much out there. And then congratulations to, so Leadership Manatee just came out with the new class. Deb Estes and Chrissy Cavanaugh were selected from the district. So they're not in here, but congratulations. I was a Leadership Manatee alumni. It's great. You learn a lot. And so anyways, that's all I got. Thanks.
Thank you. Mr. Kennedy.
Oh, thank you. I'll be
I'm
brief.
sorry, I said Felton. I'm so sorry.
You want me to go anyway?
Doesn't matter.
You go ahead.
Okay, so I'll be quick. No, a thread. I kind of want to piggyback on what Mr. Jensen was talking about, and at our last meeting, I wanted to recognize our employees who really make the success of this district, and today I want to kind of recognize the thread that is running through today, which is our business and nonprofit partners. We have 36 partners who are helping us out with the Back to School Jam, including the County Commission being here as to be a partner. So like it just really, to me, today's meeting really kind of brought home how integrated this entire county is in the success of the school district. Because without our nonprofit and business partners, there's a lot of stuff in this district that doesn't happen to the benefit of our students. So I just wanted to take a moment to recognize that, and to the superintendent and Mr. Jensen, thank you for highlighting that as well. So thank you, Madam Chair.
Very good. Thank you. Ms. Fallon.
Excuse me. I just want to recognize all of the preparations that go on all summer long. People are like, oh, you're on summer break. You're not doing anything, right? It's like, no, this is a 24/7 job. And the district is working. Everybody is working. So I just want to thank everybody for all of your hard work. The prep for back to school, the teacher introductions. I was there for the beginning of it and got to hear Mr. Dawson's speech, which reminded me why I loved being a teacher, and I teared up a little bit over it. Kind of miss the classroom now. The new teacher training was, for all of that, that was great. The summer refresh. It's amazing that over 900 teachers have signed up to participate, and I'm going to keep bugging Mr. Jensen to let me teach one of those classes because I really want to. We got administration, spending days working to prepare. I know teachers start working on their prep for the following year, probably mid-June. It's like, okay, I've had 2 weeks off. I need to start thinking about my next year in the classroom. And everyone who's done everything to get our schools ready, custodians and construction and cafeteria staff and the bus drivers, and it's just, there's so much goes into it. And I feel like people don't really realize how much preparation goes into preparing for a school year. You're just, oh, the kids go back on Monday. Okay, bye. Now the teachers are there. Now the principals are there. They've been there. And getting everything ready to be perfect for your kids. And I just really appreciate all of that hard work from the district offices, from the schools, from the other offices that we have around town that all work together to pull this off every year. I don't know about the other former teachers on the board, but I'm having back to school dreams now where my classroom is disarray and I don't have the proper attendance list and my textbooks are missing, and I keep having to remind myself, Heather, you don't have a classroom anymore. But I'm still having those dreams. So I remember the pressure. And rest assured to our district staff, I have gotten and taken my bloodborne pathogens training for the umpteenth year in a row. Anybody who works in the district does that. It is now the running gag for anyone who's been doing this for more than 3 years. And to piggyback off of what some of the other folks have said up here, I bring it up a lot, the community partnerships that we have. I am just in awe of how well connected the district is with businesses and nonprofits and government agencies and regular folks out there in the world, in our county, who work so hard to bring about everything we need for this district. I also got to visit a Day for Hope at West Bradenton Baptist Church, and got to see them. They walked around too, got to see the dental offices, the vision, the healthcare, the backpacks, the food, all of it. And all of these churches across the county do this for our kids who need school supplies and help get them the things they need. I got to visit the connected Manatee that we have at Lincoln Middle with Turning Points and all the services they offer there, Healthy Teens. I think I visited every summer program in the district between last summer and this summer, just to see all the things that our teachers do in the summer when they're supposed to be on vacation, and they come in and they work with our kids and give them some really great experiences they don't have access to during the regular school year. And all of these things, we can't do them ourselves. We cannot provide all of these services to our students ourselves. And so it's so important that we have these connections, that we have these nonprofits that work with us. And that kind of leads into my second thing, is that I am attending the EduVoter conference in Orlando, August 28th and 29th, and have been asked to be part of a panel discussion about the impacts of Amendment 3 on schools. And if people think that schools will not be impacted, you are fooling yourself. Because all of these partnerships that we have that get funded through government funding are going to lose a lot of that funding. I know from my work on the Children's Services Advisory Board that we're going to have a massive cut in the amount of funding that we can give to the programs that come into our schools to support our students in after school, before school, at-home care. And so I'm going to be on a panel discussion about that. If anybody has any questions about it out in the public, you're welcome to give me a call. I will be happy to discuss it with you. That's my little political soapbox for the day. But otherwise, I just wish everybody a great start to the year. Teachers, take a deep breath. It'll be fine. You'll get through it. 10-day count, and then everything will settle down. Just got to get through that 10-day count. And that's it. Just hope everyone has a great year.
Thank you. Mr. Tatum.
So first of all, thank you to Danielle and Deb. I think is Deb still there? Did she move on to a different part of her day, huh? That's good, though. At least it's recorded on tape. So yes, that's good. As far as my safety tip goes, as the school year starts, a couple of years ago, I was talking to a principal just a few days before school started, and she had some concerns about some construction that was going on around the school and some safety issues that were going on there. And I said, well, is there a resolution to this? And she said, well, people are talking about it, but that's all that was happening, right? So I took that information to the superintendent, and we were able to get a temporary solution to her safety concern while the longer-term fix was in place. So the message there is that if you're a principal or somebody that sees a safety concern, if we don't know about it, we can't help you with it. So don't hesitate to bring it to the attention of your executive director if you're a principal, or if you're a community member, to me, and what we don't know, we can't take care of. So that's my safety message, is if you see something, say something, as we like to say. But there are a lot of traffic situations out there that we don't know about, and this was one of them in a construction zone. We eventually were able to get a deputy sheriff there to do some temporary traffic direction until the construction progressed to a point where it was safer. So, if you see something, say something. It goes along with what Ms. Spray likes to say. And then let's see, we had high school summer graduation, and that was a good thing. It was subdued, and not as many people graduated this year as in previous events that I've seen. So there's two ways to look at that. The first way is a glass half empty view, which says that, well, not as many people graduated, but I don't look at it like that. I look at it as a glass half full view, and that more people are graduating on time. I know our graduation rate went up, so the way I look at that is that more people are graduating on time. We have fewer graduating in the summer, and that's an overall good thing. But it was a great ceremony, whether it's 20 people or 200 people. Getting more students to graduate is a good thing, but I think we'd rather see them graduate on time. But the point is to get them to graduation. So that's all I have to say about that. Thank you for your time.
All right, wonderful. That was one of my first things was saying thank you to the staff at Southeast for hosting the summer graduation. It was a different setup. I loved the way it was set up this time. And, you know, we go in full robe and everything because that's probably one of the hardest things to do is try to graduate after everybody else has. But these students were persistent in getting their credits and all the things that they needed to walk across and get their diplomas. And it was a wonderful event, and I want to thank Ms. Scarborough, did a lot of work on that as well. Then I attended the back to school thing for the Boys and Girls Club. First time learning how to do face painting. The first one wasn't so good. The last one was great. So I guess I learned a little bit there, but it was a wonderful event with a lot of same nonprofits were there handing out supplies and backpacks to our students. And from there, I went on to the FELT, Feeding Empty Little Tummies, was having an event to raise, actually the theme was to bring ramen noodles to that event, and there was a whole stack. I don't know how they got them all out of there, but everybody brought that to that event, and they do an awful lot during our school year for our students by handing out bags of food to take home for their weekend meals, and it was very well attended, and I just want to thank everybody that attended that and participated. I want to say to the parents, it's time to get back to the routine. Getting those students in bed on time, getting them up on time, getting them to school on time. Every day counts. We have 180 days. Number 1 is Monday. So, am I right? 180 days, okay. Let's get them there every day that we possibly can. Not everybody's going to be perfect, but I remember bragging on perfect attendance when I was a student. Not perfect grades, but perfect attendance. So parents, do your part. And then that's even to our new students. We get new students, and I said this too. We get new students every year in every grade level. Some that have moved here, but we get new pre-Ks, new first graders, new third graders, and 12th graders. So getting that routine established on day 1 and working on that now until Monday is going to be very, very beneficial to not only you as a family, but to us as a district and to the teachers. They have attendance sheets. They have to make sure all those students are there. And middle schoolers, you're going to get through it. Don't freak out. It's going to be fine. I'm sure there's going to be a lot of staff there to show you how to go from class to class. And that's the biggest shift into middle school is going from class to class. And you're going to be fine once you figure out it's not as hard as you thought it was going to be. To our high schoolers, this is your chance. Seniors, it's your last year. Let's make it one of the best years possible. And I want to thank everybody in the staff and superintendent for all the work that you have done getting our schools ready. And to the SROs and the guardians that are going to be out there. Bus drivers, I got my little bus. I'm ready for you. I always appreciate what they do there. Like I said, they're the first person a student sees, and it's the last when they get off the bus. So we appreciate everything that they do. And to all of the operations, I drove around a lot of our schools during the summer, some with family members and friends, and they're like, what are they doing there? School's out. And I said, them schools are never closed. There's always something going on there, whether it's construction or practice or whatever. So football's coming up. I'll be looking forward to coming to see all the games and everything like that as the seasons kick off next week. Or is it next week? Yeah. I'll be looking at those schedules, yeah. So anyway, I appreciate everybody, and with no other business, I will adjourn this meeting at 11:14. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.